Do you know what's happening right here? I have become the meat in a delicious Sony TV sandwich. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison for Digital Trends, and today we pit the Sony X900H against the Sony X950H. And between these two sizes, there's about $300 difference. Down at the 55-inch level, I think it's only $200 difference. So the key question here is, what do you get when you spend more for the flagship option? That's what we're going to dive into. And before we go any further, I just want to mention it's not possible for us to shoot these both at the exact same angle, giving one set a disadvantage and one an advantage no matter what we do. So instead, what we're going to do is work a little magic in post-production to give you the best side-by-side comparison we possibly can. All right, let's just get right to it. The backlighting technology on the 950 is better than the 900H. And as a result, you get better black levels for sure. You also get a higher brightness. With a 10% window, we measured 1000 nits. That's compared to the 900H, which measured up to about 750 nits peak. So it is a brighter TV, but I have to say that the brightness is not what really sells the picture on the 950H. It's the black levels. Honestly, both TVs get sufficiently bright in HDR for me to enjoy them. So I'm gonna have to go with black levels being the bigger deal here. Also, I do have to say that the minimization of halo around bright objects on a black background is maybe a little bit better on the 950H, but they're both very respectable. The key takeaway here is that the black levels are better and therefore the contrast is better on the 950. As for colors, they both look great out of the box, very well saturated, very accurate, but you're gonna get slightly more color volume out of the 950 because it can get a little bit brighter. And again, you're gonna notice that mostly if you're watching HDR content. As for gaming, I'm gonna go straight to the 900H here. The 950 may have the edge in picture quality overall, but the 900H is darn close. And it's going to get an update that allows variable refresh rate, which I think is really important. So for gaming, just go with the 900H. As for sound quality, the 950 does sound richer than the 900H, but more to the point, it does this really cool spatial effect and virtual surround sound and localization of objects around the screen that the 900 just can't. So if you're not gonna get a soundbar, and you really should, but if you're not gonna, then go ahead and pick the 950H for its better sound system. And then one last element of picture quality I have to talk about here is whether or not the enhanced processing in the 950 is significantly better than the 900. And as you can see here, it does do a pretty decent job of reducing the amount of banding that you get from low bit depth content. This is a tough scene, so I don't expect the 950 to be perfectly pristine here, but it is a significant step up in terms of cleanliness of image and smoothness of image over the 900H. So which is the better TV? Well, it's definitely the 950H, but by how much? It's noticeable. You can definitely see the difference. Is it worth a $300 worth of difference? Well, let's be honest, if you're already looking at $1,400 for the 900H, then maybe the $1,700 for the 950 isn't such a big deal. Unless you really want to take that $300 or so and throw it into a soundbar, that would be a good move. Down at the 55-inch level, it's only $200 difference, and for me, I would definitely go with the 950 if you're looking at the 55. It's just that much better. Backlight makes a big difference. The contrast is better. That's what I enjoy the most. It's what most people enjoy the most. So I'm going to throw my full recommendation behind the 950 here. I think it's worth a little extra money. But I want you to know, if you can't cough up the extra 200 or 300, you are not by any means making a huge sacrifice to go with the 900H. This is a fantastic television. So the great news coming out of this versus video is that you cannot lose. You are gonna get a fantastic TV either way. The 950 though is just a little bit better. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching. So what do you think? We finally did the versus. Many of you asked for it. Which one are you gonna get? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, visit digitaltrends.com for the latest tech news and reviews.